my own hometown. Stranger.
Howdy folks, Little John here, and this week's version of 5 on Friday. It's probably looking a little bit dark in here at the moment. It's a pretty miserable day outside. Been trying to get a bit of yard work done, some tidy up done before the young bloke's wedding, which is now only 2 weekends away. Well, 2 full weekends. I've got 2 weekends left to get everything finished. That means I've been a pretty busy boy. So the rain's just settled in, so I thought I might as well sit down, have myself a glass of nice Idler Scotch whisky from the good folks at Bamore, and have a little chat while we're at it. And I've just discovered that in the craziness that's been the last week around this place, I've not replenished my ice supply, so I've had to dive in and go with some whisky stones. A little bit of coolness in there. That's all good. Anyway, that leads me into topic of discussion for today, and that is not having time to brew, or and just when life in general just gets in the way and you don't get an opportunity to put the time into your beer and your brewing that you would normally do, or that you'd like to. And that certainly has been my life for the last sort of 6 or 7 weeks. As I said, with the son's wedding coming up, the wife decided that because we're going to have a lot of family here the night before the wedding, and plenty of family that have never been to the house before. Obviously we live in the beautiful Cherry Capital Australia, in the beautiful hilltops. Most of our relatives live in Wollongong and Sydney. So a lot of them certainly haven't been here before, certainly not to the house. So all the little things that haven't been done, we've slowly taken away at. The missus decided she wanted to get all done before the wedding. Now that has some benefits in the fact that all the jobs I've been putting off and dragging my feet on are actually getting done, which is good. But, and as anyone knows, especially anyone who watches the channel and subscribes, it's very much put a dent in beer production and the amount of videos I've been doing, especially experimental stuff. The last 2 batches of the beer I've done have both been keg fillers for the upcoming wedding for all these visitors. So I've done a basic pilot and a basic lager, which is still in the fermenter, a week longer than it should have been. But I haven't had time to get to it, and bloody bottle don't get the thing into the keg. Keg's been sitting inside bloody for a week ready to go. So that will happen this weekend, because lo and behold, this weekend is shed and garage / brew cave time. So that will get done. It's also a little bit of advantage for me, because it means I finally get to get all the crap out of my garden shed that's been in there since we moved into the house, that I keep telling the missus we don't really need, but she consists, oh, don't throw it out, I might need that one day. Well, I've been saying to her, it's been there for 8 fucking years. I don't think you need it. So this weekend it's going, and that means I can get a lot of crap that's here in my garage out into the shed and get the proper feel and vibe going here in the garage, which was always meant to be the brew cave / pub brewery type party arrangement. So I'm happy from that point of view, because I'm going to finally get that underway and get it sort of mostly in place. So hope this time next week that the brewing here is going to look a little bit different, and I may give everybody a little bit of a look around once it is completed. It's not going to be exactly where I want to be, because I do want to actually move the whole the bar area, which currently is over here behind me, I do want to move it around because I want to make, I mean, use a different area, which is over this side of the garage, where I can actually access the wall, so I can get my spirits and things actually out from behind the bar and get them up on display and things. But that will be down the track. But anyway, so that'll happen. So that's why there's not been anything, lot of action happening on the channel, and certainly not, it's certainly been no experimentation going on. There's been lots of things I've wanted to get done. I've been itching to get, Kingsley's Passion Fruit Cerveza done, the kit-based version. I've done the all-grain Passion Fruit Cerveza, which was my all-grain version of Kingsley's beer. But I've not done the video on the actual kit-based beer. And I've been wanting to do that for the last 2 months, and it just hasn't happened. So that is coming. But, as I said, I've got the wedding coming up, so that's the next 2 weeks out. The week after that, I'm going away for a week, which means effectively for 3 Fridays in a row, I'm really probably not going to get a chance to do a 5 on Friday, and I'm certainly not going to get a chance to brew anything. So it's going to put a little bit of a hole in the whole in proceedings, and things are going to stop a little bit. But doesn't mean something's not going to happen down the track. I might be able to swing something a little bit interesting while I'm on holidays. We'll see. Little John might do a roving holiday video. Who knows? He might not either. You never know. You never know with me. But anyway, but once that's all done, there's plenty to do, and there'll be plenty to get done, because I'm gonna, the old beer stocks will take a hit with the family being here. There are quite a few good drinkers amongst them, and I expect that my stocks will probably be well and truly at their lowest point that they've been for a long time after this wedding's finished. So I'll be looking to really get a lot out. So there'll be Robo Brew batches, there'll be brew in bags, there'll be, I still want to do the easy, the simple 1 pot stovetop all grain brew. I've tried to get that out last week and just couldn't get to it. And I don't want to rush stuff. I don't want to get out and do things just for the sake of it and rush into it and do it half-assed. I want to do it properly, so that means having time to set aside to do it. It's not worth doing it if it's going to be just bloody choppy and not really focused. So that's me, not having time to brew. Luckily I've, that's what you'll probably notice, I've reinvented my relationship with whiskey. I've been put on the back burner there for a long time. Whiskey is always my preferred drink, preferably bourbon and Tennessee whiskey, American whiskey, and for a long time I didn't drink beer. I drank bourbon. So been doing a lot of the beer for the last 8 years. Since I had my heart attack and was recovering, I got back into doing the beer then when I was stuck at home, not working and stuff. It was to get my mind focused on something other than fucking daytime TV. But I've really got focused back on the whiskey again. So that's been keeping me going. I've been putting the brew funds a little bit into getting a nice selection of whiskey going. So when I do get that bar up again, I'll have a nice can have a nice selection there. I'm getting pretty happy with the build up I'm getting, considering again the same as beer. Locally I have quite a restricted variety, but it's not terrible. Certainly more whiskey variety than there is beer variety around the place, that's for sure. But as I said, everyone's been there. Everyone's had those times where stuff gets in the way. For a lot of guys, babies are the best one of the best ones for stopping a man dead in his tracks when it comes to brewing. The last thing a lactating, depressed woman trying to deal with a kid wants, and we're going to allow, is for us fellas to get out in the garage for a couple of hours away from everything and brew some beer. But work gets in the way, family gets in the way, all sorts of stuff gets in the way at different times. And you've got to write it out. And this is why it's really good. You really got to make sure you've got plenty of beer on stock. You know, so if you do have to go 6 or 8 weeks without brewing, you're not going to run out. You don't have to resort to going and buying bloody, commercial beer. Yeah. I've got plenty. Like I said, I'm going to have low stocks after this wedding. I'm not going to run out. I've got no fear of running out. And if I do get desperate enough, I could sit up bloody in the night. I could get up fucking really early in the morning. I could throw a robo brew batch through. But again, I've brewed beer. I enjoy the process. I like to take my time and do it and enjoy it. I'm not doing it just to knock out beer. So I'll wait till I've got the time and I'll do it again. And when I do, everyone, all come along for the ride and we'll all get some new stuff going along. So, that's pretty much me for the day. So, if you got any comments to add, you've had that time where you haven't been able to brew, you've had restrictions. Tell us what it was. If there's stuff you'd like to see, if there's a video you'd like, something you'd like shown on video, a particular thing done, put it down in the questions, ask. I struggle every week coming up with something new to bloody talk about, or different things that people want to know or see. So if you've got an idea, ask it, stick it down there in the comments. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, it's down there, hit it. And every time there's a video, you'll get notified about it. That way you're not missing anything, because who knows, the one video you miss might be the one video you needed to see. This video might be the video you needed to see. The next one might be the video you need to see. But either way, till then, we'll be drinking beer, brewing beer, talking about beer. Good brewing.